Is a video from Arch City Comics, I believe. Here, Arch City Comics is a lot of fun. So, thanks. Go subscribe to Arch City Comics if you enjoy this video.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world-famous Arch City Comics. I am Adam AF. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed and you've got that bell rung for notifications so you can stay up to date on all things Arch City. So today, the coronavirus has, well, not just today, but the coronavirus has really taken hold and is moving up the ranks to beat out the SJWs in the cancel culture war. So this article from Vulture has a list of all of the events, concerts, movies, everything that has been canceled by the coronavirus already. So the article reads, the entertainment industry has rapidly responded to the CDC's warning that Americans should brace for a coronavirus outbreak. Globally, there are over 90,000 confirmed cases of coronavirus identified as COVID-19, primarily in mainland China, where it originated. In the United States, the number has risen to at least 130 confirmed cases. Now, to think about that, 90,000 cases around the world. Population of the world is 7.53 billion people. So not a huge percentage of the population has actually been affected. 130 cases in the United States. That's even smaller when you consider that there are 327.2 million people in the U.S. That's a very minute amount of people who have actually been infected with this disease. But the media and everybody wants you to panic and lose your shit and go buy pallets and pallets of toilet paper for some ungodly reason. But they are taking precautions, and pretty much any event where over 1,000 people are going to be congregated has been postponed or canceled. Some of the concerts that they're talking about here, Mariah Carey. Oh, no, not Mariah Carey. BTS, the K-pop powerhouse, is unable to kick off their Map of the Soul tour at Jasmine Olympic Stadium in Seoul due to the global outbreak. That is a tragedy. Avril Lavigne's world tour canceled. Man, and that was going to be a big one. Can you believe the return of Avril Lavigne has now been canceled by the coronavirus? Not even the SJWs could stop her. Bunches and bunches. Miley Cyrus, of course, oh God, that's going to hurt. Hole's Courtney Love and Melissa Oftermauer. Fuck, I was really looking forward to that one. But some of the festivals to take note, South by Southwest, they have canceled that. Coachella as well. E3, it says here the year's biggest trade show for video games doesn't take place until June, but the organizers pulled the plug on March 11th after careful consultation with our member companies regarding the health and safety of everyone in our industry. Our fans, our employees, our exhibitors, and our longtime E3 partners. We have made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020. Canceled! Even Renfamous could not cancel E3, but the coronavirus has. Some of the other things, RuPaul's DragCon, done. So even the coronavirus has even effectively canceled all the SJW events as well. Last weekend, Seattle's Emerald City Comic Con, that was canceled. Boom, done. They had a lot of people back out of that one, though. So it was probably the smart move to just go ahead and put the brakes on that one. They did offer to refund the tickets to anybody who had purchased. So if you bought a ticket to Emerald City Comic Con, make sure you get your money back. The list really does go. It goes on and on and on. This was another big one. NCAA basketball on March 3rd, they announced that it would be canceling 2 scheduled Western Athletic Conference basketball games over coronavirus concern, and ESPN stated that the cancellations are believed to be the first by a major sport in the United States due to the virus. On March 4th, the University of Missouri-Kansas City announced it would not be traveling to a road game at Seattle, blah, blah, blah. The important part is that the tournament games will go on as scheduled for March Madness, but fans will not be permitted to watch in the arenas. Only essential staff and limited family. Could you imagine? I cannot wait to watch March Madness on TV. Them basically looking like they're playing a practice game with no one actually in attendance. I can't even imagine as a player, how do you get excited about a game when there's no crowd to pump you up? It's really something. CinemaCon 2020 also canceled. Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards canceled. The Glad Media Awards, and this was a big important one. It says they were planning to unveil a historic Get Out the Vote campaign at the events because everything is at stake for LGBTQ Americans this election year. Really, I think that might be overstating it. They're essentially saying that if Trump wins again, that I don't know, is he going to murder all of the LGBTQ community? Like everything is at stake? What? Well, that's a reach. Anyway, St. Patrick's Day parades coming up. I believe some of them are starting this weekend. Canceled. The New York City, Chicago, Boston, Denver, San Francisco, both Dublins, Ohio, and Ireland, and more have canceled their St. Patrick's Day parades and celebrations out of caution. This also affects television and movies. Peter Rabbit 2 is being pushed from March to August. Let's see, what else was on here? Oh, James Bond, that's right. They pushed that back to November. Let's see. Sonic the Hedgehog Chinese premiere delayed. Superman Red Sun New York premiere has been canceled. So coronavirus has also canceled Superman. And it just keeps going on and on and on. So my big thing here is, not Falcon and Winter Soldier. Oh, man. Riverdale, come on. And Survivor. So basically, this is going to be a boring-ass spring/summer because there's going to be absolutely no concerts. You're not going to even be able to go to a movie theater because they're not releasing any of these movies. So congratulations, everyone. You've let the coronavirus win. The coronavirus has beat the SJWs and effectively canceled the entire world. All over something that has less than 1% chance of affecting you. So to be more specific on that, I did pull up this Q&A from the CDC. High-risk groups, older people, and people of all ages with severe underlying health conditions like heart disease, lung disease, and diabetes, for example, seem to be at a higher risk of developing serious coronavirus illness. I don't know of a whole lot of old people who, attend concerts. A lot of times people with severe underlying health conditions, they're going to die anyway. Eventually, they're going to die. So what are we really worried about? It's just, kind of moving it along a little bit. But yeah, so congratulations. Everyone's freaking out about this. I don't really think there's anything to freak out about. I'm really kind of pissed that when I went to the store the other day, they were out of a aisle with shelving 8 feet high and probably 40 feet long, completely out of toilet paper. I mean, what the fuck, people? Why? I mean, I get that, in times of crisis, in a pandemic, it happens in hurricane season too. I get that, you want to make sure your ass is clean. But shouldn't that be a concern pretty much all year round? Shouldn't you always want to have a clean asshole? Why just now? That's what I want to know. I understand like water, bread, that kind of stuff. But toilet paper? I mean, for fuck's sake, people. Come on. You gotta let this shit go. Anyhow, hopefully, if you're listening, you don't have the coronavirus. And you know the rules. Sound off in the comments. Let me know how stupid I am. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And we'll see you next time. Hopefully, my audience is not rife with coronavirus and you guys can tune into this weekend's Weekend Woke-Up Call. We'll talk some more about this. We've got a very special guest lined up. And tune in next time. Till then, I'll see you.